everyone. We're here for another episode of our podcast. And to keep the trend of colder dishes or minimally cooking needed dishes, given the amount of heat that normally summertime brings, today I want to share with you a dish that I always or often, not really always, but often, put in my appetizers when I have people over, but you can also use it as a complete, entree, if you will. And it's a frittata roll, meaning that actually you are using it like a stuffed rolled meat dish, but you are using the frittata as your container, let's call it that way, and it doesn't need to be cooked afterwards. So what you're gonna do, it's only cook the frittata, and then it depends on what you're stuffing it with. Remember that in order to be able to roll it, you need a rather thin frittata. So I generally make it in a 9-ish inch pan and with only 2 eggs, so that it's thin enough to be rolled up, but not as thin as crepes will be. I will put in the description a link to my frittata video. Now remember, you have to slash the quantities because that is for a full frittata, not for a roll. And then the links also to my recipe in the blog, just to give you a sort of an idea on how to work with it. First time I made it, I actually made a frittata, super simple frittata, and then I used a mix of cream cheese and chopped fresh herbs and some ham. You can use ricotta cheese instead of cream cheese, but you have to drain it, otherwise it's way too soft. You can use no spreadable cheese whatsoever. I also did it with just ham and cheese. You can do with grilled vegetables. You can do it with smoked salmon and I don't know, whatever green vegetable you can think of, even just some arugula. Or I did also a ricotta cheese and spinach, like the ravioli stuffing, and you use that to spread it on. Then you roll the frittata and wrap it tightly in plastic wrap and let it sit at least overnight in the fridge. That will help retaining the shape because you're not really tying the roll like you would do with meat when it has to cook. So keep that into consideration when you are preparing it, depending on when you're gonna serve it. If it's an entree, I would highly suggest to add whatever vegetables you like as a side, grilled vegetables, a green salad, and then some bread or something like that to go with it. In a mixed appetizer, you just slice it about maybe a half an inch thick and then put it on the platter, and then everybody will have its own. Just when you do that, remember to keep the joining at the bottom so that those slices will not open up. I have also tried making the frittata itself with shredded zucchini in it, and it turned out actually very good, so that you can have part of the veggies into your frittata and just think of whatever else as a stuffing you want. I hope you will try it and you will tell me how it turned out, how you stuffed it, whatever you may think about it. If you have questions, just reach out to me and I will reply. Do not get scared about the fact that a frittata you have to flip it out. It's actually easy, and in the video I'll show you how to do that. So I will see you soon for another episode, and have fun.